I was waiting for that. Right, Happy New Year, everybody. Hope you've all had a good Christmas. Sorry I haven't updated much on anything over the last week or so. I've had a lot of trouble with my old back, and I just haven't had a. Oh, there it went again. Just haven't done a lot with it. This really is just a big thank you to Charlie Mack. Well, hey, old geezer, for posting me over a card, and before it gets too late in the year, it'll be Easter soon, and I'll have to turn it that way up and get it egg-shaped. For this great Christmas card that Susan, his partner, wife, whatever, wife are you now? I hate saying things like that if I've dropped the wrong one in it. But this is great, isn't it? It's another craft, you know. We're doing our thing, and she's making these things, and I think these handcraft stuffs are just brilliant, you know. We're all doing something creative with from our minds and with our hands, and to me that's what it's about. I don't care whether it's a plane, cards, cars, whatever. If you're creating something that's yours and yours alone, you know, it's unique. That card is not, even if you tried to make one again the same, it just wouldn't be identical, you know, and that's what we make with our models. So I'm over the moon with that, Susan, I really am. And thank you very much, Charlie. It's brilliant. I will give a little bit of an update on what I haven't been doing. Like I say, I've been having a lot of trouble with my health, and my back's been giving me a lot of pain. But I've, see, over there, I've felted the inside of the. I get the plastic swarf in there. Got that in there. Popped in the rear window. I've got still got to re-chrome the front windscreen. Bulkhead there's in. I've got a couple of holes to drill for the radiator stabler bars. Yeah. What else was in there over there? Just a blanking plate. Oh yeah, I've put my tail lights on. These little cat's eye ones. Don't know whether I can get them to glint very much. I've really got my light in the wrong side of me, haven't I? But I inlaid them in with a really glittery nail varnish that I found in the same place that Healy 100 Austin, Nigel, gets his paint from. Brilliant shop. No names. I've done QD, Poundland, one of the two. I've made a new radiator for the 32 because I needed to chop half of the Cadillac radiator anyway, and quite frankly it wasn't. I know that this isn't a Batson built radiator. It's layers of net curtain and a few pieces of stretched sprue, and it's gives you something different in there, and a bit more depth when it's actually in. I haven't got I mean, all I've done to the front of here is drilled the hole for the crank handle. And that will block it off. I haven't got an etch grill for this. That I had. And I've been making up the bits of pipe work down there for it. Just two front hoses. I have managed to break the radiator cap. You know, broke the bird. I wonder what type of bird that is. Is there a Cadillac bird in America? But I think I can, if I stand this camera up again, it's right. I've actually started scribing underneath it. If I can keep along the seam. Down that one must have had flipped over the other way. Whoop. Down the mould seam, I've managed to get my blade in there and carve a groove following the mould seam. And I think I can inlay a piece of wire into this bird and drill a hole back into the radiator cap and mount it with a piece of wire. Then if it gets knocked, it'll twang again rather than break. Don't know. I you know, got to try these things, see whether you can do them, see whether it can be repaired. It's going to be sort of like 0.3 of a mil drill hole, which are the smallest ones I've got. Much finer than anything here. I keep them sort of locked away because they're a hazard to your fingers, to your pets. On the 37 Shelby doodad, I've sorted myself out some hubs. These are 49 Mercury hubcaps that I thought would go well with the white walls in the front. As you know, that's the interior for the 32. I have done a bit more on the roof. There's a hell of a lot of work to do on that yet before it gets anywhere near stable and that. But I have been looking at plans for my chassis and that. They're away in the book. I've made a right pig's ear of the Speedo for the 32. I don't know whether I can strip that down, but in just that, but I'm happy with the rest of the dash. It's just a right mess in the bloody Speedo. Made some handles and that for the interior. That's better lighting for short shots, isn't it? And window winders down there because there's nothing on the inside of these. I don't know whether I'm going to add seat belts. I might add a couple of lap belts that are plastic moulded ones because you're not going to see a lot dark down in there. I don't know yet. Or a couple of bits of ribbon with a couple of X buckles. Don't know. What else was there? There's not a lot really. I really haven't done a lot. Popped in some blue things for the headlamps. And these are the Cadillac spot lamps. But I think I'll take them off this bracket and possibly use them on the front of this when I've got the nose sort of sorted. Whoops, let's get some elevation. I'm talking to nobody there. You know, because I intended getting that quite sharp nosed, so, and tucked in to the mudguard. Still a lot in my head, the front end here as I'm working it along, because you know the 37 panel grill this was looked quite neat when I had it jigged up the other day. So there's a hole, but that won't work because the angles are gonna, you know, I'd need the angles of these ribs to run horizontal, and I can't do that. But the shape was quite nice if you keep it vertical. Nice shaped grill. That really is about it. If I forgot something, kick me in the balls. Yeah, so thanks Charlie, thanks Susan. I really appreciate getting the card and missed Christmas by a few days, but it's fantastic. I'll treasure that forever, you know. That's not going in the bin at the end of the season. It'll be, you know, to me it's a unique piece of art, the same as anything else that we do. So thanks for watching and hope you're all well. Sorry to hear, Shamey, you're unwell and your family are unwell. It's terrible. I do hope you recover soon. Apart from that, cheerio everybody. I'll have an update when I've actually done something more constructive. Bye. Best wishes from jolly old England.